Dumelang bagaetsho le kae? Little another thing. Now, before I get started, you'll see that I experimented with something this time around. Something controversial. Oh yeah, I traced. This is a topic that's actually yielded a surprised amount of discourse for me. See, it started when I felt overwhelmed and defeated when it comes to drawing the inside of the Normandy. Then I had this idea, hey, why not just take a game shot of the Normandy and then just trace over it? Then the typical voice popped up that would probably pop up in every artist. Oh, you can't do that, that's cheating. So I did what I normally do when that's cheating pops up in my head, and I looked into it. Why is it cheating? What are other artists' perspectives? So, not going to get into the philosophy of it because there are plenty of videos available on YouTube to make this point, but I was surprised to hear that this is actually common practice in the industry. So when I had satiated and pacified my conscience, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna jump into this like it's a bucket of KFC wings. Hot, spicy, gets the job done. So yeah, there it is. I traced the Normandy. Come at me, bro. Come and get me. This is page 8 of Lost Scrolls chapter 2. Once again, spoiler alerts ahead. If you don't want to hear any of the spoilers I'm gonna give on the original Mass Effect trilogy, please feel free to mute this, put other background music in the background, and then just watch me draw, because I still want you to watch this. It makes me really happy. So, page 8, Joker and Shepard are still having their little powwow. Edie is sitting somewhat disengaged as usual, and along comes Mr. Vicarian himself, Garrus. Now, Garrus is my buddy. He's one of the 4 characters that actually stuck with my punk ass since Mass Effect 1, and actually ran with me all the way to Mass Effect 3. See, Mass Effect has a way of introducing characters to your team, getting you attached to them, ending the game, and then coming up with a sequel where those characters aren't there anymore. It's actually a move. It made me not want to open myself up to new relationships because they'll just take them away from me, you sadistic bastard. I'll give you an example. Mass Effect 2. I just defeated Sovereign. Saren has been sent to whatever Turian hell he belongs to. I've saved the Citadel, rescued the Council for the first time. It's not the only time I'm going to do it. And now I'm busy patrolling the whole entire outskirts looking for any remnants of Geth activity. And along come these freaking collector twats. They blow me up, blow up my crew, stuff up my ship, and they blow us all to high hell. I come back, the elusive man is like, get a team together, and I'm like, bonus! Ash, Liara, Garrus, Tali, call them back, we're doing this a second round, Adazwagale. And suddenly the game is like, I actually have a better idea. At first, I begrudgingly set up a new team. Morden, Jack, Grunt. At least Garrus came back, and eventually Tali, but everyone else was just... I just showered them with sulking. I was sulking the whole way. You're not my original team. I want to play with you. Then they grew on me. I started to like them. I got into them, and I got to know them. Mass Effect 2 ended. Mass Effect 3 came along. I started to do the whole, break out the old gang. Let's fuck these Reapers up. Let's get them. Yeah. And suddenly they were like, that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Suddenly I have this guy Vega. Edie has a body. Suddenly I'm like, this is not my crew. Give me back my Suicide Squad. Wah! Wah! Cry like a little baby. Now I just want to say, once and for all, Bioware, you sick kids. You know what? You're a bunch of... You really broke my heart, guys. You broke my heart. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. Garrus, my boy, my road dog, my homie. See, Garrus is, like I said, he's one of the 4 that have stuck with me originally since the start. Like, he's been there with me since I chased Saren, since I went to the Collectors. He was there. The only other person who can actually match him in terms of loyalty is Tali. You see, Tali Zora Naraya is my home girl. Nah, she's my home girl. You don't even understand. She was the kindest, sweetest, most loyal person I have ever had in my shepherd's life. Damn shame what I did to her. I ought to be ashamed of myself. I should be ashamed of myself. Tali was there with me from day 1. Doesn't matter what crazy request I made of her, she jumped right into it and just said, let's go, in that adorable accent of hers. Damn, it was a beautiful accent. I don't care what anybody said. Her accent was sexy. It had cuteness overload. Puppies kind of cuteness. But then I went to her. She was on her pilgrimage, and I stepped up and I said, Tali, want to help me chase this rogue specter who nearly killed you and is accompanied by a race of synthetics that massacred your people and drove you away from your home world? She was like, why not? Then I come through and I'm like, Tali, it seems we're dealing with Reapers. Want to go after another millennia-old AI that does genocide like it's just another picnic? And she was like, not like I have anything else better to do. Tali, I know you've taken up quite a role with your people. Do you want to join me on this radical human supremacist group that has wronged your people unforgivably so we can chase down a race attacking human colonies and abducting humans and giving us human problems that have nothing to do with Quarians? Okay, Shepard. By the way, the ship is run by an AI. You know, that thing that let a race of synthetics massacre your people, drive you from your planet, and effectively had you exiled by the galaxy's central government. You don't have a problem with that, do you? Actually, I do, but anything for you, Shepard. Hey, Tally, remember those gifts we were talking about? So, I brought one on board. You're gonna be bunkmates. For fuck's sake, Shepard. But he still went and stood behind me. That's loyalty. Utmost and supreme loyalty that no other member of my group or my crew had actually shown me. Especially Caden Alenko and Ashley Williams. Now, what I'm about to say about Ashley easily applies to Caden, but I'm sticking to Ashley because that's who I chose in my first playthrough. And second. And fourth. Why? Screw you. That's why. Because I have my reasons. See, I was annoyed with the other crew members, Rex and Liara, but there's a special place for you in my renegade little heart for Ashley Williams. See, at least Rex wasn't there because he wanted to bring the Krogans together, and in order to, well, he would have done that if I hadn't failed to talk him down and had Ashley kill him on Vermeer. I kind of failed to talk him down and Ashley killed him on Vermeer.
You bastard.
That was my first greatest Mass Effect failure. Anyway, had Rex been there, he had a valid reason to not follow me, and I'm a little hurt and upset, but I can't fault it. It's okay. Liara, she went on to become Mrs. Oracle and set up a badass network that would eventually lead her to replace the Shadow Broker. She became the Shadow Broker. So that personal vendetta aside, she had shit to do, she got it done, and actually it helped me immeasurably in Mass Effect 3. Can't be mad at that, but Ashley, that mother... She turned her back on me after I saved her ass from being abducted by Reapers and turned into paste right afterwards. In fact, I think I'd saved her life 3 times by then. I'd saved her life on Eden Prime. I'd saved her life when it came to, you know, exiting the Normandy and the Collectors came to blow us up. This is the 3rd time. The 3rd time I saved her freaking life, and she gets all high and mighty. I can't believe you work at the Cerberus and you ain't got no potato chips. I'm a lion. Cerberus stands for everything I'm against. I can't believe you went to join and you're working alone. You know who else was in Alliance? Dr. Elizabeth Chuck was. That's right, the 3rd person to follow me through all these games. Joker's the 4th person, by the way. The Alliance was her life. It's all that she knew. She was Alliance and serving long before Ashley's parents did the nasty and birthed her racist ass. Oh yeah, I went there. Don't think I forgot and don't think I didn't notice it. Ashley was racist. I don't care what outrage I get from this. Put your hearing aids on. Turn the volume up real loud because I'm saying it once and for all. Ashley Williams in Mass Effect 1 was a narrow-minded xenophobe. What? You think I'm making it up? I hear you talking. Oh, okay, sure. Well, what about when she said this?
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but I'm concerned about the aliens, Vicarian and Rex. With all due respect, Commander, should they have full access to the ship? This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines, sensors, weapons.
Remember that? I remember it. Remember her disapproval of aliens being on the ship? Or, you know, when she went on about this?
I'm not sure I'd call the Council races allies. We, humanity, I mean, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Yeah, that's right. She said that too. And let's slap a side order of this with a little bit of this.
Scuttlebutt says you got a bit of a thing for her. I could understand why. The crew's off limits with the regs against fraternization. And at least she looks like a woman. Of course, it could be politics. Alien diplomat's daughter, us under orders to make nice with the bug-eyed monsters.
Yep, that's right. She said that. She was dripping in so much prejudice. Even Terraformer people were like, whoa. Maybe you need to dial it back a little bit. Like, she was all upset just because her granddaddy went ahead and surrendered to the Turians. Now she has a chip on her shoulder. You know what? I'm actually gonna back up. I'm just gonna calm down. But Kato, I hear you say, if she's such a racist, why did you save her instead of Caden? Well, I'll have you know, Mr. and Mrs. You can't mind your own goddamn business. It's because I needed her combat skills. I didn't have a strong person on my squad who had strong combat skills, and like I told you before, the combat mechanism in Mass Effect 1 was terrible. I didn't quite know how to use the powers yet. I had to resort to the good old-fashioned guns. That's right, I went the good old-fashioned guns. Any good Christian would have done the same. And what did I get in return for my loyalty? A glass of judgment chilled in an ice bucket of go f yourself. That's Ashley Williams for you. The thing is, she had no excuse to tell me off. This is what even frustrates me more. Dr. Chakwas lived the Alliance for her life, and she saw that it was abandoning human colonies in the terminus system, and it was a terrible betrayal. She was able to work through that love for the Alliance and what it takes for her. She's old enough to be our grandmother. Like, Ashley couldn't even put that aside for one afternoon to help her kind. Humanity, you remember humanity first and all that crap that she was talking about? Dr. Chakwas was the stereotypical dad, and I was only 2 weeks away from retirement. That old person on the force. And she heard suicide mission and she was like, I got nothing else better to do. Let me go pack my toothbrush. That's loyalty. Read a book, Ashley. Plus, her pride and self-righteous snobbery aside, the Alliance could have gained some valuable intel for Cerberus. Cerberus was this phantom. You know, we'd heard of them, but never had anything tangible to go by. She was an Alliance officer. She made that abundantly clear many times. She had the opportunity to infiltrate the organization, learn about its entire network, who bankrolls it, how far does it reach, what resources do they have. These are all incredibly good questions to find answers to, and the best place to find those answers is in the freaking organization when you've been invited into it. That's what I did. I joined because I wanted to infiltrate them. When the elusive man said, hand over the files you got from that tortured Cerberus scientist, I said, I have a better idea. Let me rather give it to the Alliance. Then the elusive man said, save the human reaper. I said, save these nuts, and I blew the fucker up to hell. Why? Because I'm the goddamn shepherd, and that's what a shepherd does. And I'm Alliance. Till the end. Now, actually that actually turned into quite a rant, and was triggered by just 2 shots of Garrus Vakarian. Looks like I got a lot of anger issues to work out. I'm gonna go on, pop some meds, have a cup of tea, and then we'll be back next round when we talk about page 9. So thanks so much for joining me, and may all your dreams come true, provided you work hard for them. Khotso.
sele Napoli tate Giali funa Napoli